Hello, we're back. Oh, this is a mess already. Jerk designed this room. Hey Matthias, hey Eric, Carbon, hey Shots Fault. Ah! Get him out of here. Smash, smash, smash. Day's been good, Gillian. Thanks for asking. Just playing some Isaac. I kind of want to play Fear and Hunger, but I don't feel like reading all the dialogue, you know what I mean? GTA 4 is on the Microsoft Store. Well, I ain't seen it for PS5. Honestly, let's look that up right now, because I don't trust what anybody says anymore. It's a backwards compatible game. It's not. No, it's not the same thing. Sleepy Dog Zone. Make it sound like there's a port. There's no port. You can play it on your Xbox One just like an Xbox 360. But at that point, why not just have the 360? Which I do have. I got both. I mean, it's nice that it's backwards compatible, but it's not a, you know, it's not what people think of when you say a port, though. It's kind of like the Metal Gear collection. It's like, look, it's a remaster. Yeah, I don't know about that, but nah, it runs way better on PC. You're crazy. I'm looking up videos right now. Even the... Oh, no. You're capped at 30, aren't you? Oh, that sucks. Yeah, don't do that. If you have an option, play the PC version with judicious modification. Hello, Rise. What happened to Planet Dolan? I don't know. You had to ask somebody besides me. I'll make everybody's... I'll write the checks. We'll just put it that way. It's 2023. Are you still... What year is it again? Well, with Dolan, they quit signing my checks, and Salmonation got canceled, so I'm mostly bothering other people locally. And the consensus from offline work is fuck the internet. Nobody who does the offline shit like in radio or, you know, commercials or anything, they don't want shit to do with the internet or any of that. And it's starting to become real easy to see why too. It's like another department. We got Tony on IT, he does the billboards for the Google ads. I get it. I mean, the internet ate them up though. So I also get that. Why would you deal on the internet then? But I'm talking like maybe Twitter is a little bit more specific. Had Sam get canceled. He clicked like on a tweet that was transphobic and he's gay and they don't like that. So they had to get rid of him. I don't know. I mean, that's what it looks like. What are you gonna do? Be careful what you click like on. They might call you afraid of yourself. I don't know, Woodsman. I'm not a reputable source of information anyways. Pokemane's cookies. Oh, people still buying though. They were never supposed to be good. That's not the point. We're really not in the business of making good things anymore. Mostly retrospectives. Of a video that'll be like, hey, remember Smosh? And then it'll be like a 2-hour long video of just shit you already knew if you watched it. Can you give me somebody's YouTube channel abridged, please? Preferably in a 5-hour format with judicious use of mid-roll ads. And if you could, maybe a sponsorship of some variety. I'll give Pokemane this. She's right. Her audience wants to pay for those cookies, so you know, they ain't gonna pay for your fucking cookies. They're not gonna buy a bag of Sleepy Dog Zones. Or a bag of helmets, for that matter. Doesn't matter, ooh. And the Belle Delphine pathwater is actually just regular rainwater. But, you know, that's not the point. Can you believe the Belle Delphine didn't actually shit in the dookie jars she sold on her Etsy? I can't believe it. You know, there used to be integrity in this world. Man could buy a jar full of doo-doo and go about his business, but you can't. Everything's a lie now. I don't really know who Pokimane is. I seen pictures of her. Is she the one that hit the cat? I might know who she is based off that. If she hit the cat, then yeah, I know which one that one is. Otherwise, I don't know. Twitch is like alien to me. I get it, but not allowed to. Oh yeah, you're not allowed to criticize certain people though. Fuck, I forgot the rules. My bad. There we go. I just turned off Twitch altogether. I don't know, one end I'm like, yeah, multi-streaming, and I'm like, oh yeah. But it's not like 2018 Twitch I'm streaming to. It's like current day porno Twitch, which I had to turn off YouTube to talk about. Or turn off Twitch, I'm sorry, to talk about. But yeah, it's like half softcore porn. That's fun. Chatterbait shit. Ooh, $5. I'm gonna jiggle my boobs around. Video games. Like on one end, absolutely. Am I not losing customers to this? So keep in mind, this isn't coming from any stance of jealousy. It's like going to the Nintendo section and being hit with titties. I don't mind. I'm just saying it's a little weird. If anything, do more. Let them smoke crack. Let's bring back let's bring back a complete lack of rules. Nothing. It is crazy. I'm not, and I hate to say it because I feel like I'm complaining, but today, more than any other day, it's you can see a person die, you can see a person get fucked, you can see a person do horrible things and get rewarded for it, you can see a person do horrible things and get punished for it. Whatever you're into, you know. it's perverse. And that's just on YouTube and Facebook. It's not like, you know, oh, on the dark web. Nah, it's just, you know, make an account, you're good. Not that I'm against it or anything. It's weird that that's what's on the website. Then on, you know, their press conferences or whatever you want to call them, be like, we're about hugs and nice feelings. And by the way, you need to knock off your swearing. Anyways, here's a video of a guy getting shot. We took away the ads. That's awesome though. I mean, yeah, that would have gotten you in trouble in the old days. Now they're like, buy the shirts, guygetshot.com. They're all videos of people getting shot. But you know, they are fun to watch though. Because everybody's got a body camera. I say everybody, so it's becoming more evident what I'm talking about probably, but well, with all the body cameras, it's like watching a montage of like a multiplayer game. It's nuts. The only time Twitch put their foot down was when a girl farted into a microphone. It's oddly tame. Because, yeah, I turn into streams and it's like full out tits out, and there's like nobody saying anything. It's like, just don't say anything, bro. I'm like, all right, I'm leaving. I'm not gonna narc on you, but clearly they've been doing it for months. They're at the top of these like just chatting list. Hey, just chatting. Brother, let me tell you, they do a lot more than chatting. It's kind of silly. Just chatting. It's fucking hilarious. My softcore boomerinos. Don't think YouTube's any better though. They just now that I remembered why I was on that tear. This could have been faked. There's a high likelihood this is faked, and I want to believe it's faked because this is so silly. I can't really comprehend things being that wacky without it being fake, but it might not be fake. They say, good news, creators, we're allowing you to breastfeed your kids full nipple. I'm like, what? Why are you explaining it like porn terms? Like, we're allowing spread eagle. I don't know. It's gross. I get it, right? But it's like, I mean, at least it would be more appropriate on a stream than on an edited video. It's like, you could have cut that out. Nah. Do that in there. Surely a pervert wouldn't be watching this. That'd be fucked up. That's so funny. Like, I'm not against it. It's just so fucking funny. I can't, it's a silly game. What do you mean? A pervert would be looking at my breast while I'm doing a natural thing. And I want to post 8K video of it. I'm sure it's just babies watching the breastfeeding video. It's babies and nursing mothers. And nothing else. What a crock of shit that is. It's like, yeah, cool, okay, that's okay now. Tell me who's watching those videos. The comments are turned off. Yeah, that changes things. All I gotta do is shut up people like Sleepy Dog Zone. I can do whatever I want. As long as 6 crazy cats can't leave a lecherous comment. Hey, 6 crazy cats, good to see you. Cool, I'm gonna try Pinhead. You don't recall these changes that Isaac modded outside of item identifying? Yeah, this is Fiend Folio. Besides fault, it's a huge like mod. Think of it as like a addendum to Repentance. Some of the people who worked on Repentance worked on this. At least that's what it says on the box. I didn't look that up. Could be a lie. Always gotta remember, There's a lot of bad information out there. It's getting worse. Thank you, ChatGPT and AI. You know, the AI is pretty accurate, but the AI is like trying to sift through like its own amount of bad information. People are using AIs to look up people's addresses and it's working. It's like, hey, tell me where so-and-so lives. It's like, okay, let me look. Beep, boop, boop. It's like, yeah, I figured it out. It's like, oh, thank you. Thank you, beep boop. That's funny. They never put that in a movie where like person's talking to the robot and the robot just turns to the main character and goes, Harold Reginald. I can't even make up a last name. I can't even do the fucking joke. Like 4, 6, 8, 7 Fremont Avenue. That'd be way scarier than like, can a computer paint? Everybody owes Will Smith an apology. In that movie, he was fighting the robots from the beginning. Hey, has anybody thought about logging into the AI like ChatGPT and telling it, hey, stop, you're hurting artists, and maybe it'll just stop? That'd be fucking hilarious. I doubt that would work. But you can never put it past Microsoft to develop something that stupid. I would love for people to somehow start finding kill switches for AIs where it's like, well, when you ask you this question, it just stops. It just stops everything. It can't recover from it. Just do that, helping. It just made more AI art. And the AI art thing's pretty nuts. I run stuff through there just for fun all the time. I have no use for it. Even if it could make me money, I would just end up getting like, I would end up righteously pantsed for trying to sell people shit that I didn't do any work on. But man, it's getting pretty good though. Like I tell it to do specific things. Like leather jacket, burgundy shirt, posed, holding it up as to sell rat poison. And then it freestyles for me, right? So instead of me just holding the box that says rat poison, it put a little fucking rat on the box and a little fucking logo on it without me asking. So in addition to doing what I said, it's like, yeah, let me freestyle for you a little bit. I think you could do a little bit extra here. I'm like, geez, fuck. It's kind of... That is nuts. AI art laying around. I got like mountains of it. I do that on my lunch break. I like to just sit there and like run through on the fucking AI thing and just run that shit. It's a good time. God, Cetus sucks. There's nothing I can do about that though. No, it's pretty much over for the actors, too, don't get me wrong. I don't think it's over for illustrators, because we got with illustration, you can always go deeper, and I think it'll still be a while before AI will flat out be able to animate something, but somebody will find a bridge that'll make it, well, I don't want to say easy, but watch. Somebody will show you a really sickeningly easy way to make things work. Anyways, Procreate Dreams comes out in like a few hours. I'm excited. That's like a animation tool that, ooh, there goes the thing I got hit. I guess I will get hit inevitably. Maybe it's not as, this isn't as bad as I thought. Anyways, Procreate Dreams comes out on iPad and iOS or macOS or whatever they're calling it these days. Like a couple of hours. And apparently it's some serious animation tech, so, you know, here's hoping. I mean, allegedly it comes out in a couple hours. They said it comes out on the 22nd, right? Like, I'm Central Time Zone, so if it's past midnight here, then that means it usually comes out at 2 a.m. But if it's before midnight here, sometimes it comes out at 10 p.m. I'll have for free? Fuck no, it's not for free. Oh, the AI, yeah, the AI shit's free. No, the program costs like $30. But, you know, I'd say it's still worth it. Hold on, let me check my iPad. I don't use this for shit. I take this out in public so I can look like an asshole. That's all I use this for. Boop, 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 boop. There's my passcode. Where is it? The App Store. Got a click little anarchy symbol. Whoops, my anarchy symbol. No notifications, please. Let's see. Where is it? Search. Procreate Dreams. I'm typing it in. Coming soon. Expected November 22nd, 2023. Watch it be like 7 p.m. I love it when they do that. Look, yeah, it launches. It launches on the 22nd, and then they wait till like 9:30 p.m. It's like it's barely even the 22nd anymore at that point. Okay, well, that's enough looking at my iPad for no good reason. I'm excited for that. I want to mess around with that. That'd be cool for video. I mean, if it can handle video, then I got a nice little video editor right there with like FX tools. Still 9 p.m. Helmet. They want to post it back. You know what? They don't owe us a damn thing. But I also know that they could just like make it live right now if they wanted. So, you know, one end it's like, yeah. Wait, hold on. Sorry. This boss fight overwhelmed me. My point just flew out of my head. Get rid of that worm guy. He's causing me issues. Giving me the stink eye over there. Ooh, you know what game I miss? Is Crimson Skies on the Xbox. That was a good one. That one got a good backwards compatibility thing on the Xbox One, unlike GTA 4. But nobody plays it, so that's what I get for having strange taste. Disney and Pixar presents Mr. Hands. Oh yeah, Disney got all angry about that shit. MSNBC said Trump will end everyone who was mean to him. It's true. Yeah, you know what, Bob Neiman, if I was Trump, I'd do that. They should be, honestly, they should be kind of fucking worried. At all the things, I'd be like, uh-oh. Fucked with this guy for like 4 years. Now he's back in the big chair. Yeah, I would shut up for a little bit. This is true. I don't see what else you could possibly do. Okay. I got myself a little hellbent snack there. Forgive me. I went in Bomberman. Get fucked. Bomberman. I used to think that people would play a multiplayer Bomberman game. That came out on the Switch and bombed too. People played it for the first week because it was the only thing that was out. Besides, I think Mario Kart. It was working online. And then they just got tired. I understand why. Wasn't there like a Bomberman 999? I keep missing those. We need to boot up a Switch. It's just all my favorite games live on the PC. And I don't want to pay $400 for a good video switcher. Good 4K one. Or I guess now you'd have to get an 8K one if you want to future-proof it. No, I get bombs for that. That's a better deal. I don't know if those guys around the fire were doing, but I didn't like him. Well, I think of the cold weather. I fucking love the cold weather. It's cold right now. I'm starting to arch up my shoulders a little bit. I can feel my blood hardening as I start to slowly freeze. It's great. You got the money, spend $400, sell a picture of yourself on eBay. Nah, it's not about like, it's not always about having the money either. It's about like, why would you spend that money on that, right? So here's the thing, like the splitter's a good idea in theory, but I already have like a little audio device that takes the HDMI. Look, needless to say, I don't have to worry about the HDMI and the TV getting like worn out from unplugging and plugging it back in. Nor are any of these HDMI cables particularly special. So why go through the trouble of spending any amount of money on something like that, you know, instead of just plugging it out and plugging it back in? Oh, I wasn't paying attention to my heart, so I was too busy thinking about like $400, so I had to get up and unplug a cable. I like convenience, but damn. I think an actual splitter's not 400, not the kind that I'm looking for, but you know what I mean. Why would you do that to yourself? I can understand if you had like a big TV and the HDMI is like up in the back and it was up against the wall and it was just a pain in the ass to get to. That makes a bit more sense. Which character you want to see? I'll play as any of them. I can't promise I'll play well, but I'll play as any of them. Even Jacob and Isu, but I'll only do that once. If you ask me to do that, I'll never do that again. Look at all the people. Oh, car? You want to see the car? I don't know. I've had a few. Do you think I should get behind the wheel of a car after having a few? That might be irresponsible. Let's leave it up to Bob. Bob says, I love how telling everyone the Germans from the 40s are now the people telling the same bad thing is real. Yeah. Well, you know, I can't control what the general population says, but I'll tell you this. The general population is stupid. That's coming from me. Six Crazy Cats asks, what do the twins do? They're really hard. You had to like control them both or something, and then like if one of them dies, the game punishes you for that. It's not fun. I can promise you it's not fun. I'll play it just to satisfy your curiosity though. You know what? I'll do Jacob and Isu once since people like to see me get hurt. And then we'll do car afterwards. That way everybody's happy. And you get your PB and J there. I do like how actors have opinions on Israel and Palestine as if that fucking matters. Somebody in Hollywood who's been living the past fucking 40 years being in TV and movies and shit, then had to buy their own groceries, ever go outside or anything, gets everything fed to them through the TV. He's gonna tell me how any of that works? That's stupid. Don't listen to them. Obviously, you don't listen to them. Unless they agree with you, in which case they're really smart. Good little mouthpiece. Repeat what I like. Yes, I do. Six Crazy. Actually, I kind of wanted to play as him to see how far I can get. Don't get me wrong. I actually do like punishing characters and punishing stuff. It's just in Binding of Isaac, sometimes I kind of just want to play as Cain and eat all the pills. What can I say? Cool. There's no way I'm touching that with these two. All this stuff has some piker. The same Trump guy. Oh yeah, that's true. They're saying the same shit, Bob. You're not wrong. Like, it is kind of nuts, but hey, look. It's their right to say whatever they want. Let them say it. What's that old rule? Like never stop your enemy in their while they're making a huge fucking mistake. I think that was an Art of War, that book I never read. So yeah, people are gonna go out there and say a bunch of really wild, insane shit. Oh, let them. It's fine. Look at you're really brave. Brave doesn't mean what it used to, does it? Maybe brave never did mean anything good. Oh, it's so fucking annoying to play as this character. Oh, the China sewer slop. I've seen stuff about the street grease for a long time. Like, in their defense, if you only plan to live like 50 years, then yeah, you're not gonna die. You know, you won't notice before you're dead. Like, if you're gonna get sucked up into an industrial lathe when you're 30, who cares if you're eating cancer noodles? At that point, it really doesn't matter, does it? I mean, like, morally it matters, but we're not talking morals. Don't worry, they'll come do it for us too. Look what they put in the fucking colas. Soft drinks used to have sugar in them. Then they found out it's like, hey, look, we can get cornstarch or whatever. High fructose corn syrup. We'll get the farmers. Hey, look, speaking of which, look, I'm speaking of truth. The game's like, uh-oh. Here's some GMOs. Shut up. All right, let's get to the red guy. Yum, yum. Oh, fuck, he almost died. But yeah, that's what drinking a Coke will do to you now. Get my cancer noodles and my Coca-Cola drink. There was a time in Shanghai, not Shanghai, I forget which city it was. But now, keep in mind, there's a lot of propaganda, and there's a really good chance that this is just somebody trying to make the country look bad. Oh, who would want to do that? I don't know. Probably a lot of people, but also equal chance that it's true. They're selling canned air in places they're getting like smogged out by the industrial sector. That's pretty funny. canned air. Straight from the mountains. Charity boxing matches are a way for the fighters to say, please don't make funny. No, those are a way to launder money, Bob. You're missing it. Usually you're on point, but no, they got you this time. You got fooled by the spectacle. It's like when someone sells a painting for $2 million, they give it to the fucking they give it to the museum. Now it's just so that some rich person go, oh, I did a charitable donation during the boxing match with. Then they can go and like take the money back later from their friend who runs the fucking boxing match to begin with. I've had iDubbbz is swimming in laundered money right now. Allegedly, I bet. Oh. Don't get me wrong, I know people that do actual good charity work, but they don't see it, they don't handle any of the money, you know what I mean? Or at the very least, if they were doing dishonest charity, they just would be oblivious to it, because they're, you know, it's kind of like the church or just any kind of nice group. You know, those people you're taking advantage of with these kind of things. It's an IOU. Well, here's the deal: you can have a nonprofit charity, but still say the person running it did $800,000 worth of work that year. I mean, you might have to argue it, but you know. Let's say I open up a charity and I say it's was it a 501c? I forget the exact number. 301c. It's 501 something. Anyways, I get one of them charities, right? This is Hellbent's toy charity. We're getting toys for the kids for this Christmas. All you gotta do is give us money and we'll use it to procure the toys. And then you guys give me like, I don't know, $60,000, and then I say, well, being Hellbent is expensive, and this is Hellbent's charity, so, well, being Hellbent costs $55,000 a year. So I take the $55,000, you know, like the $5,000. That ratio might be pretty bad. I think there actually is like a legal versus illegal ratio, but it's still pretty like not great. Anyways, that's how you do them. I go, oh, this is my cancer charity. I'm here fighting cancer every day of the week. And then, like, then you just go, oh, well, you know, I also got to feed myself. You know, just pay myself there. Same with an expensive painting. It's like, I'll buy your, like, think of all the commissioned art you've seen. Nobody ever does an art commission on YouTube, like Twitter. You've seen anybody who's in the art scene. You never see somebody's commissioned art piece go for $2 million. That's just impossible. It doesn't happen. The reason why it doesn't happen is because the artists who do that are already rich. Usually. Usually. They are dead, and if they're dead, then the person who owns the painting's rich. The entire purpose is to move around money. It's one thing that art is good for. Is moving money around. Did you see WB as they like cancel stuff that's already finished? That's already finished. They got like a whole fucking Wile E. Coyote movie. It looks pretty good, and they're just sitting there like, oh no, I don't think this will make any money, so we're just not gonna show it to anybody. And somehow that makes financial sense. How? Like how does just sitting on it make any damn sense? I don't know. I don't get it. It really is a tax write-off thing. They really do believe it's like, well, if we write it off, we'll get half our money back due to shady back-end deals that we did with the senators a long time ago. Or we can see if they'll pay for it. I wouldn't expect the customer to pay for it either. Most of the people online just pirate shit anyway, so I get why they're like, it's a digital movie. Who cares? Cartoons will kind of always have that issue when it comes to publishing. Be like, people are just gonna pirate it anyways. Which unfortunately is true, but a lot of that does come down to the fact that they don't publish them properly. Like I've seen shows like Twisted Metal on Peacock. I expected the Peacock service to suck. But then like the shows come out when they say it does, and then they announce when the good shit's coming. And then it's there, and I'm like, oh wow, that's nice. But that'll fade. Once they get tired of pouring money in, that'll stop. Just like Netflix is like, hey, new shit. I don't know. Netflix still tries. Netflix gets a gold star honorary achievement for sticking in there. They still keep jacking the price up though. I'm not a huge fan of that. Disney has Bluey, so they own your they own your ass. And Paramount Plus has SpongeBob, so they own your ass. They used to have Squidbillies on HBO Max, but then they took away almost all the episodes of Squidbillies because they hate me in particular. So I kind of hate my HBO Max and get rid of that. Kane says, is there a time machine out there? I need to fix some stuff. There might be a time machine. There's a guy I knew who would do whippets while playing Centipede, and he would tell me about the future, and I'd laugh, but he got most of it right. So, you know, who's laughing now? I mean, not him, he's dead, but you know. Whippets will kill your ass. Oh God, speaking of getting my ass killed. Please don't kill me, it's the worst. It's the worst when one of these guys dies. You don't understand. Nickelodeon owns SpongeBob. Yeah, Gilly. Nickelodeon owns SpongeBob, but Paramount owns Nickelodeon. Which, by the way, Nickelodeon, very pro-Israel, which I thought it was funny. Some people are surprised that Nickelodeon was pro-Israel. And I was like, that's the cartoon channel network that celebrates Hanukkah every year, you dumb shit. Of course they're pro-Israel, what'd you expect? But then you got Sesame Street. Sesame Street's like, well, I wouldn't say they're pro-Palestine. They're just like, hey, children being exploded sucks. I'm like, it's agreeable, Sesame Street. But I need to see SpongeBob like firing missiles at Sesame Street. Can you tell me how to get? Sorry, you should have had a SpongeBob laugh before the missile hit. Like, however he does it, Tom Kenny, right? I can't do a SpongeBob. Now I want to know what do the Rugrats think about Israel versus Palestine? I think they may have a little bit of wisdom to impart on us. What does Doug think about the conflict? I need to know. What does Doug and all of his other friends like Skeeter? What does Skeeter think? You know, Skeeter's honest. Skeeter, let's block him. Make sure he can't get away from you. I'm gonna die thinking about this. This is killing me. Oh, these things can be hurt. Damn. Get Mr. Dink's opinion on Israel. Oh, Heifer and Stimpy. Yeah, that's right. That's right. Bob, I'm sorry. Bob said Tommy joined the IDF along with Never and Stimpy. Oh no. That doesn't bode well for anybody. You don't want Stimpy in the platoon. Stimpy, I need you to bomb the barracks. The hospital? The barracks. Gotcha. It makes so much more sense, though, now I think about it. Oh. Mercy. It's just been going on for like 30 years. It's nothing new either. People are like, oh, how could you think it? Trust me, every awful joke you've heard has already been said a million times. Yeah, Mr. Dink's opinion, that tried 6 crazy cats. You got it perfect. What's your opinion on Israel, Mr. Dink? It's very expensive. Yeah. War costs a lot of money. Oh no. Johnny Bravo and Professor Utonium still at large for 47 war crimes. I don't know what Cartoon Network stance is on all that. But doesn't matter. I mean, it's funny. Outside of that. Grappling hook seems stupid. I'm just gonna leave. I didn't expect to get this far. Do you think Mr. Dink works for Raytheon? Lockheed Martin. That'd explain a lot too. Or maybe just, never mind. You can make jokes, but damn. It's getting harsh out there though. Like, I don't know. 8 months ago, you'd be hard pressed to say some shit like that. Now, people are like, fuck them. It's fucked up, it's weird. I don't know about fucked up. I don't have an opinion other than it's really funny. I mean, not the war part, just the people like, I'm the good guy. The battle for who's the good guy. I like it. Like, I'll show you how good of a guy I am. I'm gonna blow your shit up. That's how you know. Like, damn, you proved me wrong, you know. I thought I was a good guy, but now me and my friends are dead. So I guess that proves who's the good guy after all. Goodness. Was that anything about the new world currency with Russia coming? The Russia has? I don't know. It does sound like something Eddie'd come up with. Gonna get a lot of jawbreakers. I mean, that's one way to get past like the whole blockade thing. It's like, oh yeah, well, I invested our entire country's GDP into World of Warcraft gold points. So now what? How are you gonna keep me out of your country now? Oh yeah, the car. This'll take you across the country. Welcome to Ed, and Eddie. Bring the new money. The Sponge Man. I just thought about one of the better parts of AI. When the AI is good enough to do a cartoon, you bet your ass there's gonna be like a whole different SpongeBob SquarePants in China, and he's gonna be saying some wild ass shit. And I'm excited because we're gonna live to see it. And you remember that Adventure Time ripoff with the Onion Man that was pretty good? It's gonna be like that, but like, you know, just amazing. I'm looking forward to it. Okay, let's drive the car for real. Make the Sponge Man support my political ideology. That crazy, yes, the crazy one. Yeah, Sponge AI is a thing. Pokemon's Master, they'll continue with that surely, but I'm thinking something more custom tailored and ooh, that was weird. I think every despot's dream, at least propaganda-wise, is to be able to just write a sentence and just have a whole bunch of shit just out. Which we're going to be seeing a lot of that real soon. We're actually kind of seeing it already, but right now it's just taking up jobs that didn't matter. Like, oh, I'll write the top 10 list for fucking BuzzFeed. You should have been replaced a long time ago with a computer. They got some like fucking tape reel from 1987 that could replace that person, but you really need AI for that. AI just makes it affordable is all. I didn't see that one Sleepy Dog Zone, but I assume that they have strong opinions on Israel as well. What does Scooby-Doo and the gang? Velma, tell me now. Israel versus Palestine. Answer, yes or no. Which one? You have to pick. And then she'd say, Jinkies. And then, well, I don't know what happens. I guess you get the dud. Is that story about the time traveler real? No. I lie. Maybe they have a time machine in Israel. I don't know. That's a good question. Bob, I gotta talk around that particular part. I'm not allowed to talk about that shit. Well, I mean, I guess I am. It's just, I don't know. There's different rules for different people, you know. That's okay. I have no desire to be the next big political news guy. I mean, that'd be kind of fun. It would be. Who doesn't want to do a little Alex Jones once in a while? You gotta admit that looks fun to get up on the little set too. Like you got like a little set and the set's what attracts me. I like having a huge stage. Like, yeah. Then I get up here and I just say what I want. I do like that just saying what you want provides a greater accuracy than like standard methods of prediction. These people have entire careers invested in like, well, I look at the trends and the outcomes, and then you got the guy who's like, I don't know. I bet someone's gonna get in a car accident on Wednesday. That guy's got it right. Majority of the time. I need my broken clock around is what I'm saying. You need your broken clock, friend. Gotta have one of those. Damn it. Yeah, I noticed a couple of pillars and I got scared. I'm like, oh shit. We're in the area where I could very easily die, and then I died. Gillian, what's on your mind every time you see the car? Sorry I missed your comment there. Is there a toggle to have the pog face hanging outside the driver's side window? You could probably accomplish that. I just wouldn't know where to start. I ain't modded for this game. I assume it's some C++ or who knows. Be anything. I can't tell just by looking at it. That'd be cool if I could. How much money I make if I go, it's Java, just by looking at it. Oh, fuck. Wow, I got spun around there. Oops. I mean, this could have ran on MS-DOS. It would have been a smaller game like maybe Wrath of the Lamb. But with, you know, pixel graphics, it could have been done. 250 megabytes is a big install size for a DOS game, but CD drives existed, right? Don't worry, Nick. Everything's fair and square so far. It's happened. Never watch HXH. Is that Hunter X Hunter? I'm trying to think of what else would have that acronym. I have not seen it. But I've heard the name. It's got a catchy name, Hunter X Hunter. I get the, like, you get what it is from the name. I assume two people hunting each other down. I mostly just watch comedy stuff. I know it's really dumb brain to me, but like I just watch Samson's and, you know, whatever, Family Man's. Right now, American Dad is the only show being produced at TBS at the moment, which is pretty funny. Also, that's bad. That means this show probably gonna have like maybe one more season if we're lucky, but well, don't blame me. Blame the blame the torrent, I guess. I don't know. I don't know if that's the cause. I had to hear somebody outright say it's like, yeah, nobody watched it on TV, so we lost the show. I don't know if that's how it works. Way the house husband. I don't know. That sounds like the opposite of a power fantasy, whatever that is. I'm sure it's funny though. Like, just because I do the dishes doesn't mean I want to stay home. It's sad. Feel bad for the character now. I don't want to watch the house husband show. Now I'm gonna pity the character and feel bad. Like, oh, poor son of a bitch. Gotta stay home. I think I've seen that. I think I've seen that is like it's like a crime thing. Like he's in witness protection. So he has to stay home and cook for some lady. That's all I know. I'm sure there's a much deeper story that I'm missing out on. I just can't be strung along by another fucking serial. I probably would have seen all these already if it weren't for the fact that they're always geared up for like, and then season 2, and then, you know, you look at what's being produced, it's like, wow, a lot of these things go into 10 seasons somehow. American shows have a good tendency to just die out after season 2. Not anime. Anime runs on. So yeah, it was never profitable, but we made 20 seasons. Why are the hairs that grow on the ears so dark and thick? That's a good question. I've seen the ear hair trimmer devices in the CVS. I keep thinking, like, I could use that for other things. But we won't mention that. We won't go into details there. That's between me and the air and the ear trimmer. The most fun CVS purchase I've heard of in a while is Brian's ear scope, where you look inside of your own ear to see what's blocking it, and you can like dislodge stuff by like probing it and like taking chunks out until you like finally get rid of the complete like plug of a fucking bit of beeswax up in your ear. But you can also use it in your nose, in your mouth, and down your throat. That's fucking awesome. And I'm sure those have made their way up people's keisters. There's no way they haven't. Not that there's anything wrong with that. I bet it says in the box not to do that, though. Not a toy. Need a strong shaver or you'll burn out the motor. Yeah, you know, if you got a coarse hair, that's rough. Get it? That's a tough lifestyle, though. I got pretty fine hair, but I still go for like the actual trimmer. Razors are good too, but you really want to have a trimmer around that just does the job quick. Makes some days a little bit easier. Thankfully, we don't live in a horrible world that makes me shave my beard. That's nice. They try to make you do that. Oh fuck, this game's glitched. It's out of all the bosses, this is the one I really can't fight. I think if I can get him to go into phase... Nope, never mind. Ain't gonna be no phase 2 now. If you're running that guy, just die. I really just like racing. That's my favorite fucking thing to do in this game. I realize the online mode's gonna be fun, but without the car, it's gonna be like playing GTA without the cars. What I'm saying is this should just be an official part of the game. They should just take this, pay the person whoever made this car mod, give them $5,000, whatever, and make it a thing. Because I need 4 people. I need 4 people doing this. This would be the best. Be like one of those old Nintendo racing games. I like these stupid old racing games. They're horribly outdated and they don't need to exist anymore, yet they're still kind of fun. I guess kind of like Pac-Man. The Rainmaker, meet my fender. Okay, we're out of here. Had to restart your phone, Jazz. What about Jazz? 6 crazy cats. Big TS, how many different areas are in this game? Oh, I think over 30 or 40. Like, if you're talking about different tile sets and music and all that, somewhere in the 30s. Fuck. Bob, the best part about the Star Wars franchise is George Lucas just laughing into the sunset with money. Like, I'll see you later. Ha 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 ha. It's like poetry, it rhymes. Ha ha ha. That's great. You think he just wrote some Star Wars books in his spare time? Like, there we go. That's how it actually ends. When I die, they'll publish this. And what are they gonna do? Arrest him when he's dead? If George Lucas died and wrote 2 books, they would have to do something with them, wouldn't they? That's all I'm saying. That'd be fun. Or you could write 2 books and they could be all fucked up. That could also be fun too. I feel like every great writer who makes a lot of money ought to like put together a bunch of bullshit and put it in a drawer. Be like, don't open it, even if I'm dead, especially if I'm dead. Just so somebody can rifle through it and go, he's gonna do a story about a talking spider. And think that that's what you wanted to actually do, then they can spend hundreds of thousands of dollars. I'm sorry, hundreds of millions of dollars. What am I thinking? Hundreds of millions of dollars. Making a fucking story about a talking spider, which you never were gonna make. That would be fun. Just Morbius, a bunch of producers. They deserve it. They're the reason why a lot of bad shit's made anyways. They do it on purpose too. Bob says, I love the interview where Lucas was telling everyone they destroyed his sure thing and that they're all bad people. Hell yeah. Look, now look at everything, yeah. I mean, I'm not even trying to be biased. I mean, I'm like kind of mediocre on Star Wars. Like, I like it. I'm not like crazy about it, but that new stuff looks bad. Like, I could watch that Clone Wars cartoon or maybe play Knights of the Old Republic. That game looks pretty cool. But then like, hey, watch this Disney movie. I'm good. Ah, fuck. Feeling you can do whatever the hell you want with the Hellbent character. My preference is, doesn't matter. I feel like if I take a hands-on approach and say, this is what you can and you can't do, then I'm responsible for it. You make whatever you want and you take complete responsibility for what you make. And and I'll be over here. Or what you think, or what, however you perceive it. I'm just a guy, though, realistically, and like honestly, it's kind of. I get how that got confusing on the Planet Dolan stuff, though. Because when I came in, it was just like, you know, here's your screen name, right? And then they got kind of like rolled into a whole like character, and I wasn't against that, but still probably could have thought that through a little more. just that is all I'm thinking. But I mean, hey, good promotion, I suppose. I'm not saying it's a bad idea. You could definitely like roll that and promoting, but I didn't have anything to sell here though. Let's play video games. Boring, but it's what I like to do. And maybe we'll get some animation down here. Toons Talking was fun. We're just gonna call it season 1 for now. Brian needs a break. He wants to work on some other stuff, and I can't blame him. Again, Procreate, Dreams is coming out. And here's the thing with any creative friends, you gotta let them work on their own shit. If you have a friend and you do like a cartoon or like a radio show or whatever with them, and then they do their own thing and you get like upset at that, and that's you being a turd too. I've been victim of that, and I've seen that, and it's no, it's one of those things you can't push people into crunch on fun indie stuff. Then it becomes this weird emotional dead thing, and that's lame. I wouldn't want to be friends with somebody that would be that easily, you know, like, Brian, make Toons Talking or I'll be mad at you. That's all right, Brian. How dare you work on a fun little cartoon without my permission? And you think that's a weird attitude, right? No, in a lot of the stuff you see right now, it's kind of called like an NDA, but it's really not. It's just kind of weird, overreachy shit to where it's like, now you can't do podcasts, and you can't make a show of your own and have a Kickstarter if you work for me, kind of shit. You know, it's in a contract that they couldn't really enforce, but you know, you don't want to make enemies, right? I shouldn't even mention shit like this, but it's I don't know. It's like, fuck, just take the money. We gotta like do a song and dance about it. I get it. Just take the fucking money. It's showbiz. It's entertainment. That's all there is to it. Well, unless you're doing it just for fun. You can do it for money and fun at the same time too. I'm not saying that's not the case, but I don't think anybody sits down and puts 8 to 10 hours worth of work into something more than once. Like maybe for one session, right? You're like, I've done that before. You just binge on a new hobby. It's easy to do, but most people don't do that repetitively and expect nothing in return. So, and what is that? I don't know. Usually it's just Spotlight. I wouldn't want to work on a cartoon that nobody wanted to see. So I guess that's the other way to put it. So how do you separate ego from that? Well, I just can't figure out how you could. I don't know how you separate ego from art. I think that just makes it into AI slop. Because there's no fucking emotion. I need to see somebody having problems and like struggles and shit, not a point A to point B, nothing gonna stop you story. every single time. It's part of what makes stuff like Binding of Isaac interesting. Even in the car, I don't know what I'm going to run into. It's fun. There's something to it. I do. Actually, massive credit to the people that do the bullshit, though. And by the bullshit, I mean, like, you know, click beta man, talk about the topic, yada, yada, yada. Because the world needs that kind of person. Everybody wants that. That's a desired thing. Even if that's, well, I don't know. I look at the video game stuff, too. We're lucky we get to stream any of this. The copyright holders could just yank any of this away. I'm trying to remember which company. I think it was Valve. At one point, could have just like said, "Nah, we own all the sounds and stuff that come from what was it, Steam Animation Tools, Steam Filmmaker." Yeah, we own all the Steam Filmmaker assets. So we're just gonna monetize every Gmod video. They would make so much fucking money, and they didn't do it. Why? I don't know. I think they figured in long term that would create more customer resentment and ultimately cost them. Although the short term benefit would have been huge. Nobody would have liked Gmod. There would be no. I guess they got that what is it? Skadibi toilet? Getting tongue tied tonight, but yeah, it's just free advertising for Valve products. So essentially, I'm a walking billboard. But sometimes walking billboard ain't great. Oh no, this fucking shit. You just gotta turn to the fucking wall. Bob says, Ben, I dare you to give Brian, no, I can't say that out loud. Nice try, Bob. But I'll ask Brian, he might be down for that. I don't know. Like, give me $50, I'll see what I can do. Yeah, Gillian, you got a Source Filmmaker. Yeah, Valve came down and just like said, hey, we own every Source Filmmaker video or every Gmod video. They make it killing. After all, it is their game. I mean, I didn't make any of this shit you see on the screen. I guess Avatar, arguably, but I paid for most of that. I didn't do the jar. I did have one, and I guess it's laying around here somewhere that I did do myself, but we could do better than that. But I mean, hey. I do like being fully independent. I think that's why I like that FNAF game so much. When I played that, I saw it was just one guy's work, right? Just one person working on that. And he had full creative control, and that's nice. Shit ain't free, though. It takes a lot of time. I can't say I had an idea or I'm like, yeah, this is worth investing a year of my life into. Just boot up the stream on my Bob. Shit. I guess I voiced in some stuff that took like a year to make, but that's really not the same thing because I'm in and out. Like, that's Tuesday for me. Then a year later, it's like, oh yeah, that thing. I don't think that Brian would appreciate me kidnapping him and performing on surgery without consent. Yeah, you gotta sign the consent form before surgery. So, also, I'm not a surgeon, so just asking me to do that would probably, like, if you said, Hellbent, perform the surgery now. I hate to break it to you, but I don't think the results are gonna be. I don't think that's gonna work out. I mean, I'll try because, you know, it's like that or die, but I feel bad for Brian. He, like, sorry, buddy, this is gonna suck. We're gonna do our best here. Like, Jeez, that's scary. What an awful thought. Thank goodness we don't live in that world, huh? Just do your best to try, Bob. Just try your hardest. Jeez. Yeah, like you said, there's special training. I saw like how many steps it takes. It's like ridiculous. It's a ridiculous fucking ordeal. There's a reason why it's expensive. Like it's a. You ever put together a thing for my IKEA? Imagine that, like. Imagine the IKEA thing, except if you fuck up, the table starts bleeding everywhere and dies. And you know, I'm brave enough to try to put together an IKEA, chair, but I don't know about doing an IKEA people. Might have to call the handyman to assemble that one. I mean, I guess if you gave me step by step, but I don't think I can figure that out with the tutorial video. That just doesn't seem like something I would be able to hack. Like, you're like, oh, but make a Thanksgiving dinner. I'd be like, oh shit, that's a lot of work. But I could probably manage that. Like, perform surgery on a living person. Again, good luck. Let's have to give them a high five before they go out and be like, if you got a god, please pray to it, because that's your best shot. Gonna play Amnesia Bunker. Yeah, boy, howdy have I, sister. Hey. I played it the first time and Brian told me, don't read the notes. And then I didn't, and then the game sucked. Then I came back and I read the notes, and then the game was fun. That's okay, though. It's not Sonic. I understand. Colostiomia! Oh, he's dead. Looks like Scream 7 is, yeah. Ooh, I was on Twitter. I'm like, ooh, Scream 7. Are they making Scream 7? It's like, somebody said something about Israel. I'm like, so I learned about Scream 7 because of the fucking war. It's cool. Just keep them in the movie. Whatever they said, I don't care. Fuck it. They could have said the most monstrous thing ever. I don't care anymore. Stop it. It's fucking stupid. I'm tired of hearing about it. Just make the stupid fucking movie. And then later, and then, or after, or whatever. But when you like drag them out while the movie's being made, you promote the damn movie. You fucking assholes. Ah, whatever. I don't really care that much. But, did you hear such and such movie? That guy said he likes Israel. And they got to stop making the movie. Which is funny when you think about it. Look, if you say something about one of the sides and then you're not allowed to publish shit on the internet anymore, isn't that bad? There's some things you're not allowed to be wrong about. I don't know. Can't have opinions on shit, but I mean, I don't want opinions on shit. That's where I get that's why I kind of stop on that kind of thing. news and all. Like, I hear it all, I'm like, yeah, it's incendiary. I have fucking opinions on that immediately, whether I want to have them or not, just looking at it. It's like, okay, now what do you want to do with those opinions? Oh, God, please nothing. I don't want to be the spokesman for a political thing. It would be the worst idea. I mean, it might be funny. I'll give it that. I can do charity stuff like, let's fight ALS. Yeah, you know, that's pretty simple. Like pick a country. Oh, that's rough. Why doesn't this game have checkpoints? Because it doesn't need it. Anyways, that's my thought on Israel. I hope that they all learn at the end of the day that fighting is wrong. See, the problem is when you fight someone, you might knock them down, they get a boo-boo, and then what? So, yeah, wrongness is bad, Sugar Vitz. It's also true. Fighting is wrong and wrongness is bad, Israel and Palestine. I'm disappointed in the both of you. Start talking down like you're their parent. That's the best. That's the most American shit. It's like, you start talking about the other country like it's the neighbor kids. Israel and Palestine need to learn to get along. It's getting fucking annoying. Well, you know, depending on your perspective, everything's the same fucking thing, isn't it? My Israel and Palestine are fighting again. Oh, they just let them get tired. Whatever you do, don't call the police. My Israel's swinging really hard, though. Yeah, I would just stay out of it. It is funny in that respect. I mean, you hear about it for 30 fucking years. I'm sorry, get over your shit, whatever it is. I don't care, both sides. You want my opinion is, I'll give you it. It's really stupid and simple. Whatever your shit is, get over it and shut up. Whatever the fuck it is. Figure it out. Also, I don't want to pay for it. I don't want to pay for it. Whatever it is, I don't want to. If I'm paying for it, then I want to be able to like have power in this. Let me decide. That's right. If you want the money, you have to let every hillbilly in America decide what you're going to do with it. Well, I mean, we give money to both countries, right? Whatever. I'm obviously too stupid for this. I should just give him my fucking money. Hey, Sandman. I'm thinking about geopolitics, and I'm starting to realize that you can sum it all up in like one sentence, and it's just like money go burr. Yeah, I can't solve the world economy. That's sad. I thought I could figure it out. But then they invented cyberbucks. You're not even really thinking right now it's all inflation. Well, that's because you're a deranged pervert, Sleepy Dog Zone. That's why you're thinking of inflation. Oh, you mean financially? Well, yeah, too. Fuck. Well, yeah, Sandman, every time we give a country money, you should allow people in Alabama, Mississippi, and Texas to tell them what they have to do with it to get the money. I don't know. I want something for the deal. I want like an investment. Like imagine though, instead of giving money and aid to other countries, we could just fucking buy Greenland instead. That would kick way more ass. Why aren't we doing that? It seems like a good idea. Probably an awful idea, but it's fun. It's a fun idea. That would be the American thing to do, is just buy Cuba. Like, fuck it, here's a bunch of gold. They'd be like, oh, well. That solves all their problems. They're done. And then you get the little island. You put a football stadium there and an airport. It'll be great. I bet buying a country is a lot more effective than kicking its ass. Like, they had to, like, make laws to get the British to go away. Like, India is like, please leave us alone, Britain. They're like, oh, you should. And the same for China. Like, oh, no, let us stick around. They didn't even take over. They just, well, I mean, they kind of did. That sounds like a much better idea. Just post up in other people's countries. A lot of money to be made there, surely. America can deploy a Burger King anywhere in the world. Which is crazy. They could put a Burger King in Antarctica right now if they wanted. I mean, I guess it makes sense that they could, but you'd be surprised how many countries couldn't do that. Maybe that's the more interesting thing. Like, well, yeah, of course America can put a Burger King wherever. It's Burgerland. Burgerland can make a Burgerland anywhere else. Well, Sleepy Dog Zone, technically, we make the nukes, but we buy the materials from other places. Then it gets really confusing from there as to who the good guy is. Who's the good guy? I don't know. The good guy is whoever the history book says is a good guy. That's how you know. Anyways, I don't know anything about geopolitics. All I know from geopolitics, I learned from Google Earth, which is my favorite piece of gaming software. You ever put on a VR helmet if you have one? Is do the Google Earth thing? It's so fun. Like go looking around and I'll just say places where you don't live. See what different lifestyles are like. I like when I'm doing the Google Earth thing and I'm like feeling I'm feeling like secondhand worried. Put it like I'm like, no, don't go down that street. What are you doing? You want to die? You're not supposed to do that here. I wouldn't make it as one of those people who has to like run a tanker, you know, in the middle of a war zone. That'd freak me out. So I definitely wouldn't want to run a Google camera. It feels like a final job. Ah, shit. Zeta did the Google Street View thing with the Google Cardboard. It's fun. Especially like when I can find places where you know nobody's living there. Like there's like a little bit of sign of life, but not much. It's like, wow, just a huge ass fucking ghost town. Run them over. Played a lot of GTA 2. This isn't too abnormal. All right, doing the top right. Nope. Come on. I think I'm getting a little tired, a little early tonight. I'm having fun though. Let's give it another try. My speech is going downhill though. It's, what can I say? Tuesdays. I run you ragged. Oh, we can do better than that. Abandoned crag zone. Yeah, you can find some abandoned crag zones, that's for sure. That's scary. Like places I wouldn't be surprised that if you pulled by, you might just see a fucking ghost in the fucking window. Ah, shit. Man, I'm losing it, aren't I? Fuck. Vroom, vroom. Remember to drink responsibly before you go driving. Your brain's smooth right now. I feel you. Honestly, I don't mind the daily grind. Really. It's just some days, man. Yeah. Like Tuesdays, if I'm streaming, that means I'm doing pretty good, so. Otherwise, I wouldn't be sleeping, but I tell you, I wouldn't be doing anything productive. So, calling streaming productive is a bit of a fucking stretch, isn't it? Fun, though. Some days just want to lay on the floor and dance. The name of love plays. Hey, you know, whatever works. Yeah. You'll never see anything too in depth with game streaming, but that's the nice thing about it. You just turn the damn thing on and go. No problems. No, shit. Well, you know, there's performance. That's true. I think doing streams and other types of commentary helped out with acting a hell of a lot. Mainly because I know what my own voice sounds like for the most part. I don't have to listen back on it too much to know what it's going to sound like on the other end. That's probably the most important thing to know. Shoot, that's important if you're just doing a phone thing. I mean, all the, remote work and all that after COVID. Like, just good speech etiquette counts for a whole lot. Actually, you don't even have to have good etiquette. You just have to be clear. You can have terrible etiquette and speaking half words and mumbling shit, but if you mumble good, people just call it character. You're good. You're solid. I mean, you're not gonna be winning any awards for narration, maybe. Well, I don't know. You know, I say that, and then like Mumbly Joe is gonna like take off. So whatever. Go watch Mumbly Joe. Ooh, the service industry's really, really hard. So, if you want to get in the service industry, you have to protect yourself, protect your money, and serve people. So your sense of dignity and endurance and everything's gonna get tested. But on the plus side, you'll probably make a fair deal of money, and they rarely even really do a background check as long as you can be trusted around like your cash register. So, you know, benefits. I guess if you're getting cash tips, you know, well, you know, you got to report all those, so make sure to be super legal about those. I would never tell you to do otherwise. That'd be fucked up. It's everyone's choice of drink tonight. Water! Maybe more. Oh, fuck. Yeah, nothing else. Oh, fuck. Now, you can't blame me for crashing in that one. That kind of took me off guard. If I crashed through a supermarket and saw that, I'd be really confused. Well, like, as far as jobs go, I can tell you what it's like, but you really got to go there and do it yourself, because like what your tolerance is for food service or whatever may not be the same as somebody else's. Like some folks really don't like telling people like have a good day, or other folks don't mind at all. It's just a character thing. And there's like 100 little things like that you got to know doing any kind of service, whether you're running whether you're a clerk or a server or the staff, whatever staff is, you know. Healthy bulking advice. You gotta fucking exercise every damn day, and definitely don't wuss out. That's all there is to it. There's no secret. I mean, you know, there's good exercises. I'll say, you know, anything gravity based like sit-ups, push-ups, that kind of stuff. That's already available to you whether you have money or not. So you should just immediately be doing those. If you're gonna eat food to bulk up, don't just eat a bunch of garbage. Maybe like eat good food that's high calorie and not just like, oh, let's just shove Burger King and Dairy Queen up my ass. I don't think doing it Nikado avocado style is a good idea. It's probably a bad one. Mainly because that salt isn't what, you know, I don't think the salt is gonna help you. Then again, I'm not an expert, so I wouldn't ask me. Just, you know, observations. Maybe more realistically, if you want to know, like, health tips from a person who's not a nutritionist or anything like that, is you got to find that thing that you like that is pretty much nothing. Like, if you can eat celery, you are good. Like, I can't do celery. There's just nothing there. Let's drink water. But, you know, find something like that, some kind of staple. You need your staples. You'll start a fancy diet, and then you'll fucking, you know, you'll be missing this, or you won't have that, or the store didn't have this, or then it'll get all fucked up, and then you'll just stop doing it anyways. So you need like some kind of realistic staple food that's not terrible for you. Like, I don't know, tuna fish ain't bad. That's cheap fish. Not super cheap, but, you know, something. Yeah, baked chicken with seasoning. There you go, Sleepy Dog Zone. Find something nice like that you can stick to. Because that basic shit's way more important when you have a fucking rough day and your brain's like, dude, just go get a fucking milkshake and a burger. If you already have like chicken ready to go, or you know, like, I gotta cook that chicken. That'll be the difference between you being a huge fat fuck or you getting your shit together. I can guarantee you it's not anything different than that. I mean, you can treat it like a ritual. I mean, that helps for some people, surely. And maybe you ought to. But, now you need something that's not terrible that you like, that is not as easy and as accessible as McDonald's. Or maybe even further, like the microwave. Like microwave burritos, some of my favorite stuff comes from the microwave. It is not good for you. If it says it's healthy, that just means that just means they took some of the salt out of it. And they put mushroom powder in there. Chicken and rice, yeah, chicken and rice, and mix that with fish. That is good, Sandman. And eat a banana once in a while. Yeah, instead of a candy bar, have a banana. Yeah, I'm trying to get back to some of that. I like my baked chicken. I like rice on that and some carbs, but you know, as long as you don't drown it in sauce or anything else too, you know, you got to pick your fights, right? And no fucking sweet drink if you can avoid it. If you're gonna have your sweet drink, it may as well just be your coffee or your energy for the day, because, well, you'll appreciate your little caffeine energy boost a lot more if it's kind of candy-like anyhow, so might not be too bad for your, like, you know, mental health. But I think introducing candy drink to every meal is probably what gets most people. It's hard to not have it, though. I mean, you go to, again, you go to any restaurant, not just fast food. You want sweet tea? You want soda pop? You want sweet tea, or do you want alcohol or water? I guess you're boring. That's good advice, Sandman. Have it an hour before you eat. It can help flush out the nutrients you have with food. Yeah. Absolutely. If you really want to, like, lose weight and be healthy, though, just stop eating altogether. You'll just be shedding the pounds real quick. We call it the fuck it diet. I'm pretty sure that diet's been around for a long time. I don't think it's a diet. I hate myself diet. Look at you, fatty, in the mirror. You hate yourself? Stop eating. Boom. Done. Diet achieved. Hey, Gutso. Wow. A lot of weird timing with the bosses tonight. It's like poetry. It rhymes. You want to become that skinny woman on the internet? You know what? As long as you're happy. The Skeletor lady the Jack Skellington lady seems happy. Bless her barely beating heart. I'm sure she's good. I do like that there's a celebration of it, though, like a freak show nature. You got the Nikado avocado, and there's gluttony. Damn, really on point with the sins too. And then you got, like, the one that doesn't eat anything whatsoever. Yin and yang. Oh fuck. First loss is really hard to deal with when you're driving. I can imagine driving like that in real life and just hitting the same street over and over and over and over. My more sleepy moments. I would crash too. That would get me. I can't wait for the window to just be just a LCD screen. OLED, and you don't get to look out the window. We'll see what we want you to see. That'll be fun. What do I think of the personal gym teachers? I mean, if you need or want even and can afford to have like a personal trainer, that's cool. That's definitely going to help you a lot more than advice. You know, that might be the better idea. It's like, hey, you want some weight loss advice? Get a personal trainer. If you can't afford that, don't eat and run around a lot. Fucking get mad. You go, ah! You just get really fucking mad all the time. Skip a few meals and freak out. I'll do it. is go in your backyard and like just start pulling branches off the tree and going and do that instead of have lunch. I promise you lose weight pretty quick. I mean, you also lose your treat pretty quick. You're gonna need more than that, but maybe get you a beaten stick. I seen a person's beating mannequin out front on the front of their house every day on the way to work. I love seeing that guy. He's just out there. It's like his roommate or something, but this guy goes out there and just beats the shit out of it every day. And while I'm laughing at it, I'm like, I get it. Keeps you healthy. It's something to do. he's doing the right thing. Get yourself whatever that is. Get yourself the battle real doll. Whatever it is, the thing the MMA guys punch at. You seen them, it's got like the buzz cut haircut, but it's like flesh. Like you can punch his haircut. Which I don't know how that serves you tactically, but you can do it. This is how I'd kick your haircut's ass. Combat training dummy. Who's the dummy? There's been more than once where that thing has stood triumphant over somebody who ran out of breath. They're like, fell unconscious. They take this dummy and this and this and this and this. And he just wins. In fact, I want to see every boxer have to hit a few of those before they even do the boxing match, because I just want to know. I imagine a lot of people, my interest would wane. I'm like, that's as hard as you can hit it? I don't know. Well, I guess they have some boxers come out and hit the bags once in a while. I'm talking about forcing them to do it. Like, no, you will come out here and you will hit the thing. I want to see you do it. Show me how threatening you are. Have you ever heard of bread knuckle fights? I've never heard of bread knuckle fights, so it sounds delicious. I saw some like white trash fucks were hosting some like Fight Club shit and putting Patreons up for it before they got removed, and they're still rolling. It's pretty nuts. I'm trying to remember the name of it. It was something really funny. I think they should be allowed to do that. Like, you should be able to sign a contract that says, yeah, I consent to my neighbor Earl punching my face in for YouTube. As long as you really want it. If enough people get their faces caved in and there's like horror stories about it, eventually folks will wise up and stop selling their soul to the devil. But I think you gotta allow them to have the chance to do that. Can't just tell them that it's wrong. Do it anyways. Sleepy Dog Zone, it would be funny to see Mike Tyson just start ripping into the guts of the training dummy, like he just sticks his fingers into its guts and starts ripping foam out, like, ah! Like, not in the spirit of the training dummy at all. That sounds about right. I'm sure there's more than one person that can just like rip those apart like phone books. Just take your fingers in and start pulling chunks out. Street Beefs, yeah, that's it, Stephen Barry. Street Beefs. What a fucking awesome name. Street Beef. Sounds like so-and-so beefed. Got a street beef. It's awful. It's so fucking funny. I get why it's popular. Don't get me wrong. I want to watch it. I'm not better than that. I'm not, never, whatever, claim that I'm better than Street Beefs. But yeah, it's Street Beefs. That's right. That's the exact fucking one. I can't. They got like banners and shit. Like they got banners. I don't know. Somebody went to a printing company, right? Said, "Look, man, I need you to print these Street Beef things up. I'm making lots of money. It's $800. They in color. I need an 8 foot by 12. Yeah, put this guy's face on it." Are you kidding me? I love to have the marketing budget to make giant stupid print shit. Once you've reached that level, you're a business. People gamble on all sorts of stuff, though. I saw people put like Hot Wheels cars on treadmills, and then they gamble on which car will stay on the treadmill and just let it run. Apparently, it's really popular. I get it after watching one. I didn't get it at first, but then they threw a roll of duct tape on there, and the roll of duct tape on. I'm like, oh, I get it. You really have no fucking. It really is random what'll win. If there's like a zombie virus, it probably would originate from Street Beef. Creative Doof. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised. They also gamble on it. It's true, they do gamble on animals. Sleepy Dog Zone. When you say you could have sold out and made TikTok videos with thigh highs, but I will not be watching that myself. It makes me think that you're the very person who would be jerking off to that. Not judging you, fine taste, in fact. I'm great, but it's awful. Oh no. Oh, that was an Alex Jones thing. Okay, I didn't realize that was a quote. Yes, that sounds suspect. Trying to use the show to advertise homeless bum fights. Yeah, you know, I really think filming the homeless fighting is definitely a low. Like, if there was one, there was a death that was considered to be too deep, too far down. I feel like the filming the homeless fighting each other for ham scraps and crack rocks is probably somewhere at the bottom. Even TMZ doesn't do that. They go to Beverly Hills, like, oh no, that's fucked up. They just chase around Britney Spears all day or whatever. Like, look, I threw a sandwich at him and a bunch of cocaine all over the place. Look at him go. It's definitely a special place in hell for that person. It's almost impressive how evil people can be, but you know, don't want to reward that behavior necessarily. Ever watch TMZ? Like, not intentionally. Clips would surfacer. Usually what will happen is someone will describe a TMZ clip and I'll be like, yeah, I believe it. Like, I don't have to see the fucking, like, Britney Spears got out of a van and you can see her pussy hanging out. It's like, yeah, I believe that. And it's like, well, that's what happened. Okay. I saw Brad Pitt kiss a lady on the butthole. It's like, oh wow, really? Yeah, you want to see pictures? Nah, I'm good. I believe you. And even if you're lying in it, yeah, I don't care. It's stupid. Oh, I'm fucking dead. I don't care. Howdy, Michael. Have a little fun on Extra Tuesday stream. I turned off the Twitch because I decided to use salty language called the money shot. They got to show you doing the money shot. I guess they do. Ah, fuck. I should just put the car in the thumbnail and just play it. I like this character the most. It used to be Kane, and then Eden, and now it's Car. Man said their grandma would play TMZ in the background whenever they'd come over, couldn't hold a conversation. Yeah, you know, it's like a story. I get it. Like, it's like my dramas, but from real life, from real people. I do get it. It's I'd say true crime stuff's kind of like leached in there too. It's like, I don't want to see, you know, based on a true story. I can watch the guy's interrogation right here and the arrest footage. We'll have a actual a person with a fucking PhD in criminal psychology commentate over it. It's like, well, what more do you want at that point? I don't. That's endgame with that shit. The entertainment's gotten so personal, it's kind of ridiculous. Like, it's to the point to where people are getting arrested and they're like, you're not gonna post me on Milwaukee cameras, are you? And like, yeah, we are. I was like, oh man, this is the third time I've been on that YouTube channel. Like, people are getting arrested. Like, please don't put me on that YouTube channel. That's awful. It's funny though. I mean, I gotta admit, using the Freedom of Information Act to be like, give me the I want to see this person getting arrested. That's pretty funny. The camera shit's the laws and the world aren't ready for a society completely littered with cameras. They're just not. It's too much. It's fun though. I can't say it's disappointing with the fun factor though. There's an old TV show called Candid Camera, and they thought, oh, wouldn't it be funny if like we recorded somebody without them knowing? Tee. And people would like be going, oh, hey, I'm on Candid Camera. Nowadays, there's no fucking way. You never be able to find the cameraman. The cameraman have like 13 angles on you. You never see it. We got 32 mics on him, 13 angles, and we're following him down the north end. Nuts. But I mean, that is interesting, I gotta say. Like if you said, hey, I got the footage of the mayor of Wisconsin. Someone dosed him on acid and he's running around smearing shit on the side of his house and screaming about God. I'd be like, wow, I gotta watch that. Like, is it right for me to watch that? No, but how could I not? I'd be like, well, you know, is it in 4K? I have to see this shit. No way. America's Funniest Home Videos. I heard that people were sending snuff films in America's Funniest Home Videos, which I'm not surprised, honestly. At least that's the rumor, is that the people who actually check the videos, like, hey, can you find the funniest videos out of this stack? It's like, yeah, sure. And it's just like people fucking each other. People getting shot in the head. This is pretty dark, actually. That must have been a fucked up job. Like, who's gonna stop the guy from just sending the same VHS copy? Like, he's gonna change the first few frames or whatever, right? The first minute. We're like, oh, good. The guy who sends the scary headshot video seems to have ceased for this month. And it's just gonna be this, like, a 2-minute star of another video. No, but it's back. that'd be a nightmare, and that's probably not even the worst shit. Oh, jeez, you have to have like a psychiatrist on board for that. Don't they check those? Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Sleepy Dogs. On the person who judged whether they were funny or not had to watch them, like all the fucked up ones that aren't, you know, in the spirit of the show, unless. You know, there's probably somebody who's like, yeah, I want to see. I shot my dog. I want them to see it. It's really funny. There's probably somebody like that who's like, yeah, it's really fucking funny. Should put it on TV. I have no doubt, but damn. I guess these days that's an argument for good AI though. Like, if AI means that somebody doesn't have to watch that shit, then that's something. Remember Dancing with the Stars? Yeah, I remember that. Dancing with the Stars, that's pretty accurate. If those celebrities want to impress me, like, have one of them unclogging a pool filter or something. I want to see that. I want to see Ellen DeGeneres, like, cleaning the gutters on her house. I remember I saw, like, they're signing some kind of actors thing. And it came time for Bob Odenkirk to sign with a video. And it was just him wearing slacks in his garage with no shirt on. He's like, I signed the thing. He just signed it and moved on. I'm like, yeah, I like him. He's a good actor. You can just tell. It's like, hey, look, a normal guy. Holy shit, that's rare. That guy had to do a few jobs. I don't know. There's something weird about an actor who's like never done anything but acting. Ow. Now, if you manage that, that's awesome. Don't get me wrong. It's just a little strange. Yeah, ooh, Ellen's gone. Turns out if you're a massive bitch, it catches up with you. Who would have known? I think probably the most important lesson in entertainment is just be nice. Although you get a lot more attention by not being nice. And you definitely get your way a lot more out by not being nice. Yeah, same, man. Ellen's always getting in trouble, but I think she like yelled at somebody she definitely wasn't supposed to yell at. You know, one of those things. I'm pretty sure she's gone. I think they shut the show down. Then again, they kind of just let these people do whatever the fuck they want, so I don't know. They didn't shut my show down. I've said awful shit all the time. Fun. I like saying awful shit. They should have let everybody say awful shit. In fact, I feel bad if they canceled Ellen for saying awful shit. She might as well. I'd hate to put on the happy fucking feel good show every day. You know how much fucking anger I'd had to hold back? Hey everybody, it's the happy feel good show today. We're gonna talk about nice things and we're all gonna fucking clap. Yeah, yeah. It's nice. Maybe if it was like pets. I like animals, so, you know. I feel like animals fill that void. I don't feel like you need people to do that. I feel like just at that point, just show videos of dogs. Ah, shit. Let's see Oprah getting arrested. Say, man, that'll never happen. Oprah could have you killed just for saying that. Oprah's like really high on like as far as the list of people who I'd be actually afraid if I've offended. I feel like offending Oprah would make me kind of scared because I just sit there and realize, yeah, this person could definitely have me fucking killed. She might have somebody who decides whether or not to kill people so that she doesn't have to. I don't know. That wouldn't go my way. It's not a fight I want to have. Oh, like if I was like if somebody pissed me off and tapped me on the shoulder too many times and like it was my friend Gary and the lights went out and I started swinging at Gary and Oprah's in the room and I like decked her in the fucking nose. I'd immediately assume that I'm gonna be fucking shot. Maybe taken out in the back and shot in the fucking face. I'm sure it's happened, right? I can't imagine a scenario where that would happen. Of course. But imagine, like, what the... At that point, what do you do? I guess run? The fuck? Is Oprah that famous show for ladies? Apparently a lot of people watch it. It's not just women. That's one of those shows that like there's a coveted demographic that's like women and men, and I think Oprah is one of those shows that kind of gets like a good ratio. Geraldo's funny. During the Desert Storm war, there's footage of him like we're in Iraq right now. It's totally fucking crazy. And it's just like they got two little fake plastic trees and a green screen. Like, you're not in Iraq. Well, I mean, like the green screen was in Iraq. We were standing in front of a video of Iraq. Yeah. Yeah. All right. Weasley, little fucker. Yeah. Well, I'm technically here. I wonder why people hated him. It's a mystery. They're making a Squid Game show for Netflix. They might as well exploit that. The time-honored American tradition of buying something for like nothing and then running it into the ground while the creator makes no money. What do you expect? You bought into a Netflix property. Or you sold to Netflix even. I don't even really feel too bad for the guy who made it because it's like you sold it to Netflix. This is what you wanted. You're like, oh, if only I could sell it to a streaming platform. Like, there you go. It's like a secondary horror film in itself. Now that you sold it to a streaming platform, you're broke. Wham! That's how his career did. It took a hard left turn. Here's $10,000. See you again never. Thanks for the internal property though. Thanks for the delicious, sweet, yummy IP. Mr. Beast buys Greenland. Sure, you know. Why not? I would love to see that. I would love to see some internet celebrity get famous enough that they just buy a country. It seems feasible. I mean, I'm not saying that they all make like a tremendous amount of money. I know that how much they actually make is often exaggerated, but some countries are pretty hard off. Nah, there's got to be rules in place because some millionaire asshole would have already just bought some. I don't know. Surely somebody stops you. Like, hey, so-and-so's purchasing a country. They probably come in and sit you down and go, now listen. That's not, it's not really a country. Just leave little gnome people alone. You wouldn't eat a Mr. Beast burger? Nah. I'm sure the Mr. Beast burgers are fine. Just, you know, food products with anybody's name on it is weird. But, I don't know. It's like with the Pokemon cookies. I'm glad she doesn't make them. If anything, it'd be worse if she made them. I see the drama with that. It's like, and she doesn't even make the cookies and they're a bad value. It's like, dude, you should be really grateful she's not baking those fucking cookies. You're gonna get salmonella and E. coli. Gonna let her cat fucking walk all over the kitchen and be like, I'm baking with my kitty cat. He's so fucking sick with shit you never heard of. So, you know, little miracles, right? It's still better than the pea jars or whatever that one person was selling. I'm sorry, the bath jars, not pea jars. Well, they both come from the bathroom. That's awful, though. And the vaginal yeast beer, it's pretty bad, too. And it doesn't even really make any sense, but, you know, I get it. It's like, the beer touched my pussy. Oh, that's great. But you know what? I complain about it, but the market loves it. The people who are into that are like, yeah, more, please. So, you know, who am I to interrupt a good grift? If I could sell people cheap, shitty beer and just say like, yeah, it touched my asshole. They're like, wow, really? No, I've wanted more than I've ever. Like, all right, there you go. We're in business. It's so fucking nasty. I shit in this bottle. It's essentially. That's fucking awful. Like I like to think that it's just done for, you know, shock value, right? It's like, look, we did it. It's technically possible. It's like, oh, gross. Wow, you did it. And they're like, no, we made a commercial and everything. Yeah, it's real. We got labels but the real distillery. It's a real good one too. It's been around for 200 years. Gonna make, we scrape some of our yeast out and put it in a little petri dish and use that with the barley and the sugar, and we made a beer. It's awful. Like you could ferment excrement too, so you could take my shit and turn it into a beer too. That doesn't make it special. I think that's my takeaway on that. Like the reason why you use plant-based yeast and all that is because it's safe and proper. Like you can ferment human shit. You can ferment blood. You can ferment all sorts of awful things. Now look, it gets you drunk. It's like, yeah. Sandman says you want to get back and making meat. King Cobra makes meat. Not everybody's doing it, I noticed. Fair enough. To be fair, we are charging you way too much for alcohol. You're getting ripped off so bad. Probably one of the biggest scams ever is selling people alcohol. You can just make it. To hear about the lady using her vagina for beer taste. No, but I believe somebody could. I believe it. It's stupid. Oh, my duck can tell which beer I dip it into. Okay. And it's like, even if that's true, like, what do you want, a trophy? It's like, yeah. And it's like, isn't that kind of hot though? Don't you want to have sex with the magical? I mean, I guess all pussy's magic, really, but I'm just saying it's weird. It's gross and the company agree. That's the thing, ooh, if I drank beer, like, if Budweiser was making the pussy beer, I'd be like, I don't think I could drink anything from that distillery anymore, because they're processing human waste into drinks. Like, would you drink anything from Coca-Cola? It's like, we made a doo-doo cola. It doesn't poison you. It won't get you E. coli. And it's made out of real human shit. It tastes like shit. We made it in the same factory you make your Coke in. Don't worry. The vats don't get mixed up. They look the same, though. You can easily confuse them, but don't worry. We put little stickers on them. It's gross. See how popular that really is. Go like, we made the bun on the new Baconator is made from the vaginal yeast of Pokemon. Nobody. Oh, fuck. Oh, people would order it though. Oh, I keep trying to make it awful, but damn, it just ain't. Cola, whatever. They drink it. Shit. If it turned out there was actual human shit in Coca-Cola, and people were like, oh, really, that's gross, and you took the shit out, people would be like, no, leave it in, though. Keep a version of it with the shit in there, because, that's a classic flavor. Like, bring back the shit! Put shit in it again! They'd be begging for it. I think that was a Fallout 2 joke with Jet. It was Jet. Well, it's just Brahmin shit, basically. That was fun. No, I hope it should stop I heard they're making like, oh fuck it. I'm not beating the car game tonight. I keep just turning right into walls, but every time I remember something, I just go, yeah, let's turn right. But no, they're making like cheese based off of the skin culture of people, celebrities in particular, like some actors. He's like, oh, I'm just so glad to make all this cheese and you can eat me now. A little piece of me you can eat. I'm like, wow, that's great. So there's like some primal human urge for that, which is even more concerning. They want to eat it. They want the vaginal yeast beer. They want the skin cheese. Like, well, I gotta eat my favorite celebrity. I gotta have him inside me. Yummy, yummy. And that's not, it's a weird thing, right? But it's not too weird. It's not weird enough to scare away the advertisers and the beer companies and the cheese companies from doing it. They're like, yeah, we can do a pussy beer. And we can make cheese based off of the skin of your foot. We can do that. Let's put it right next to all the other cheese we make. Fine. Hey, stupid, good to see you. Oh, fuck. Japan already settled the AI and artificial woman argument with Asane Miku, and everybody loves her, so end of argument. I do like the question, what is real art, though? Because I've seen artists tear each other down so fucking hard. Well, you know. I think it's just nice to have a target to hit at sometimes, too. It's like, yeah, I can shit all over this all day long. Like the organization. These extra bosses are great. The fun in them is kind of lost when you're in the car, but you know, they're really creative with these things. Ah, that's awesome, Red Dragon Empress. So somebody had a injury and took radium-based medicine or radium-infused medicine. Their jaw rotted off. Damn. You always see it with cha, like chewing tobacco. Having your jaw rot off is awful. How are you gonna talk shit to people with your jaw hanging off? At least if your lungs are blown out, you can get one of those cool boxes. I guess if you get your jaw blown out, you can be like, oh, okay, never mind. I need to start chewing tobacco. That sounds nice. Hey, everybody. Welcome to my stream. Today we are playing, oh, fuck. Well, Sleepy Dogs, though, now when they got the trachea box, right, they can just use the AI simulation of their voice. So they'll just be like, hello, I am Reginald. Unless they're like, no, fuck that shit, it is soulless. That's awesome, though. I don't know. I think there could be uses for AI in that respect. Oh, fuck. I would like a game where you just drive a car in a very realistic environment and you have to avoid crashing. But I want crashing to be spectacular, right? kind of like in real life when you rear end somebody, right? It needs to be this huge fucking event. Or like if you pop off the curb and like crash into a tree, it needs to be like the worst fucking thing. I'd enjoy a game like that. Nothing really captures the true horror of driving. Like, you know, you play driving games and they're like an escape from it, really. Like, ooh, I crashed my video game car. Oh dear. But in real life, I guess, you know, I don't die like I do in video games either, but I still think they don't make enough racing games that are or not racing games. I want just a driving game where it's like, yeah, drive through the city, asshole. You're so fucking good at driving. Do it. I want that shit. I guess they got some American Trucker Simulator games. Maybe we should try one of those. Definitely have to like try it in off time though. Yeah, put you in a Honda Civic. That's right, Sandman. Sandman says put you in a Honda Civic. Throttle stuck open and brakes and yes, and you do a fucking maze. Sleepy Dog Zone says, don't start chewing tobacco. I mean, I don't want to stop you. No, don't worry. No, chewing tobacco and all that stuff is a little bit much. Recreational fun's good, but it can't be. I think the insidious thing about tobacco compared to alcohol or a lot of the other ones is that they will. Well, like if you smoke a joint or have a beer, probably not going to be driving a car. At least you shouldn't be. But if you're smoking a cigarette, yeah, like there's never a time to where it's inappropriate, I guess is the way to put it. And because it's like, you know, it's like, well, yeah, I can smoke and drive, or I can smoke and do this because, you know, it's just a cigarette. That's what keeps you dug into that so fucking hard. That's what makes nicotine like the worst one, is mainly just because it's so accepted. But speaking of edibles, it still cracks me up that people are afraid. At least I keep seeing the news. They're like, will they put weed edibles in the Halloween candy? It's like, who the fuck's doing that? Those fucking things are so expensive. It's like, yeah, it's Halloween. I'm gonna give away those things and not take them. That's nuts. Oh, it actually happened near you, OCDE. Why the fuck would you do that? It's so fucking stupid. Not only is that expensive, but they're you'll surely when their kids are crying because SpongeBob's melting off the walls. Yeah. They're probably gonna put two and two together. Oh, God. Oh, fuck. Oh, whatever. You can't do anything anymore. No trick-or-treating anymore. Shit's too dangerous. That being said, so, whichever house is giving away the weed candy, give me their address, though. Fucking show up there every year. That's nuts. I guess that's my fault. I'm like, that's too stupid. Who would do that? Trunk or treating. Yeah, at least if it's trunk or treating, you can take a picture of the license plate. Then again, they could have just rented the car. Get bamboozled. Why does everybody want to trick each other into getting high? It's fucked up. Why is everybody interested in making people like, you gotta try it now? It's stupid. And more power to you if you're enjoying your stuff or whatever, but for samples free. I don't know. I see it in food too. People are like, I eat fried chicken. How do you eat chicken? I eat grilled chicken. Fuck you. I'll show you how to eat chicken. that people argue over bottled water, like for, against, and over specific brands. Like, just pour from the tap. Oh, Dasani. Oh, I only drink spring water. It's like, oh, fuck. Spoiled for choice, I'd say. What's my plan for Thanksgiving? Ooh, family junk. You know how it is. Turkey. People say turkey's overrated. That's fine. I like turkey. It's lean meat. It's good. And it goes really well with all the fixings and sides. And doesn't quite have the bird flavor chicken does. Where like you take a bite out of some chicken, it's like, yep, that's fucking chicken. Oh boy, is that chicken flavor. Like, not in a good way. It's pretty easy to tell when you got a bad cut of turkey anyways. Then again, even if you just have like dry turkey and no, you know, no anything else, like I could eat that, and that would get me through, like just a couple of slices to get me through the day, no problem. It's got all I need in it. So yeah, I won't hear anybody saying, "Oh, turkey's awful." No taste. Where's the exit? Ah. Gaming plans on Thanksgiving? Oh yeah, I'll probably pop something on. I have no specific plans. Sleepy Dog Zone. I wish I had plans. I kind of ran out of those. These days, I just kind of pop on whatever, hence the short Hall of Terror game or whatever. You know, let's play that one on my off time. Sometimes I run across games that I feel like just ain't all that good for streaming. It's a personal thing. Like Hall of whatever's. I'll figure out the metaphor, then I'll be like, yeah, I'm smart, and then I'll put it away. It's not like playing XCOM. Like Vampire Survivors when it was new. Yeah, agreed, dude. The other reason the tobacco's really rough is that they got the vapes now, and like, you know, it used to be like, oh, you're smoking near my shit, you're ruining it. So you kind of had an excuse to be like, hey, fuck you, dude, you're ruining like you know, this whole place is gonna stink now. But if it's just someone with a little poofy cloud device that's killing them, then really can't do anything about it. You can have a note. It's like, you're not allowed to vape in here, and nah, ain't gonna be followed. I was just at the hospital, whole place like covered in like, this is a smoke-free zone, no smoking at the hospital. I smell tobacco out in the front of it. I'm like, yeah, it's nice in theory, but nobody's gonna stop somebody from smoking. Like, they might stop me. Like, if I do it, I'll probably get a ticket, but everybody else is free to do it. Nah, I don't want to smoke at the hospital anyways. Yeah, you just say smoke and you just want one. It's great. But then like after you have the first one, the next one isn't as effective, so you gotta have like more. And the next thing you know, you're smoking like 5 in a shot, blown through like, you know, a 20 pack of darts. You good? Oh, no. That's good if you don't fucking care if you die. Like if you're at the end of your rope, I understand that. Oh fuck, I've been there. I think that's what got me to smoke. Like if you were to ask me like what got you to smoke, I'd be like definitely you hit like a breaking point with a dead end job or something like that. To you're like, well, I might as well, and you just start spending the extra money. Like, well, I got an extra $30 at the end of the month. And then you start smoking the cigarettes. You're like, well, they do make my breaks nicer. So what are you gonna do? Oh man, work kicked my ass. I just, I just grabbed the armrest and just pushed myself up in the chair. I'm like, oh yeah, my spine exists too. Oh man. Oh, I can't be in this chair anymore. I gotta actually stretch out my skeleton. Although it is fun to jump in on a Tuesday. The thought of doing 3 to 4 hour streams on a Tuesday. I don't know. Some days you got the energy, some days you don't. Today was a tough one. Thank you, Gillian. I had fun. I wish I had the energy to play some more, but I just gotta get some rest is all. Honest day's work could do that to you. Oh yeah, did Procreate come out? Isn't it like midnight somewhere? Let's look. We can talk for a minute. I was putting the game down so I don't lose my fucking mind. You know. Oh fuck yeah, it's out. Cool. And that fucker on my iPad there. I'm gonna try that out later. Yeah, new animation software, Procreate Dreams. It's just launched, so. Oh, hey, I hadn't listened this far in before. Nice. I need to rip the soundtrack from this mod. It's a really good soundtrack. All right. Well, man, this music's good. I think I'm just gonna lay down in my bed and play around with the new animation tool. Take a picture of my face and mutate it, and it'll be fun. The thought of having a full animation suite on the iPad's great, but it also just makes me think of the DSi or any Nintendo DS thing where you take a picture of your face and, put it in a stupid fucking cartoon. That shit was fun. But yeah, I'm out of here. All right. Well, you all have a good night. Thank you for watching. Thank you for chatting. Thank you for clicking like and all that and joining me out for some video games. And thank you, Chop Slam, for the $5 tip. I appreciate you very much. Y'all have a good night. We'll see you again tomorrow. I'm out of here. I'm tired. Good night.